Life feels endless when you're young. Days stretch on, weeks feel long, and the future seems wide open. But one day, without warning, something shifts. Years begin to move faster than months. Months blur into weeks, and suddenly, time feels like it's slipping through your fingers. Here's a truth most people never stop to calculate. The average human life is roughly 30,000 days. That's it. Not 30,000 years. Not infinite tomorrows. Just 30,000 mornings. And if you're around 30 years old, more than 11,000 of those days are already gone. Used up, spent, never coming back. Yet most people live as if time is unlimited. They say things like, "I'll do it someday," without realizing that someday is one of the most dangerous words in the human language. Someday creates the illusion of safety. It convinces you that there will always be another chance, another year, another version of you who will finally get serious. But someday quietly steals your life one ordinary day at a time. This isn't about managing time better. This is about understanding how life actually works and how to stop letting it pass you by. The first thing you need to understand is that time doesn't move faster. Your brain changes how it experiences time. Think back to childhood. Summers felt endless. A single day could feel like an entire week. But now, entire years disappear in what feels like moments. This isn't imagination, it's psychology. Your brain measures time based on novelty. When everything is new, your brain records more memories, and time feels slower. When life becomes routine, your brain records less, and time collapses. As an adult, many days are nearly identical. The same morning routine, the same commute, the same conversations, the same screens at night. Your brain stops paying attention, and when it does, time disappears. This is how people wake up one day wondering where the last decade went. But there's a way to slow life down again, not by controlling the clock, but by changing how your brain experiences your days. New experiences force attention. Small changes matter more than you think. Taking a different route, learning something unfamiliar, talking to someone you normally wouldn't. These moments stretch time because your brain starts recording again. There's another trap most people fall into. They wildly overestimate what they can accomplish in a single day and massively underestimate what they can achieve in a year. This is why people quit goals too early. They expect instant transformation, don't see it, and give up, never realizing that consistency compounds quietly. The next hard truth is this: being busy is not the same as living well. Most people fill their days with tasks that feel urgent but mean nothing in the long run. Emails, meetings, notifications, and endless obligations create the illusion of importance. But activity is not progress. Here's a simple test that cuts through the noise. Imagine yourself at 90 years old, looking back at your life. Will you care about staying late at the office that one evening? Or will you remember the conversation you didn't have? The relationship you neglected, the moment you postponed. When you look at life from the end, priorities become painfully clear. Truly successful people understand something most never learn. Knowing what not to do is more valuable than knowing what to do. Every yes is a silent no to something else. When you say yes to distractions, you say no to what actually matters. One powerful way to see this is to write down everything you want from life. Every goal, dream, and ambition. Then, circle only 3. Everything else becomes an avoid list, not because those things are bad, but because they dilute your focus. Life works like compound interest. Small daily investments in the right priorities multiply over time, but distractions compound too. Social media, constant stimulation, and meaningless busyness quietly drain your most valuable resource: attention. Your time is too precious to be spent on things that don't move your life forward. Relationships follow the same invisible rules. Every interaction you have is either a deposit or a withdrawal. A kind word, a moment of presence, genuine listening, these are deposits. Being late, distracted, or emotionally unavailable, these are withdrawals. And just like a real bank account, you can't keep withdrawing without eventually going bankrupt. Most people don't lose relationships because of one big mistake. They lose them through small neglect repeated over time. Many believe relationships are built through big gestures, expensive gifts, dramatic moments, grand celebrations, but the truth is far quieter. Relationships are built in the small, ordinary moments. A quick check-in. Remembering details. Being present when it's inconvenient. Here's something that surprises people. Shared struggle builds deeper bonds than shared pleasure. Going through challenges together creates trust and emotional depth that fun alone never can. And don't ignore your weaker connections. Casual acquaintances, distant friends, and brief interactions often become bridges to new ideas, opportunities, and perspectives. Strong ties comfort you. Weak ties help you grow. If you want life to feel fuller and longer, help others. It's one of life's greatest paradoxes. Giving time makes you feel like you have more of it. When it comes to work and purpose, most people look in the wrong place. The best opportunities rarely sit directly in front of you. They exist just outside your comfort zone, close enough to reach, far enough to feel uncomfortable. Growth happens in that narrow space between what you know and what you could learn next. One of the biggest career mistakes is optimizing for money too early. In your early years, learning compounds faster than income. Every skill you acquire becomes a multiplier for future opportunities. Money eventually follows value, but only if you build it first. Careers are no longer ladders. They're jungle gyms. Sideways moves, diagonal steps, even temporary steps back often create unique combinations of skills that make you difficult to replace. Comfort feels safe, but it's dangerous. The longer you stay in a role you've outgrown, the harder it becomes to leave. Even procrastination can be useful if you pay attention. The things you drift toward when avoiding other work often point to your genuine interests. Sometimes, resistance isn't laziness, it's information. Health is not just about living longer. It determines how fully you live while you're here. Energy matters more than hours. 8 energized hours outperform 12 exhausted ones every time. Sleep isn't weakness, it's cognitive fuel. Without it, decision-making suffers, emotions spiral, and life slowly unravels. You are not one person. You are at least two. The version of you that makes plans and the version that has to follow through. Design your life so those two versions aren't constantly fighting. Movement is not optional. Your body was built to move, not sit. Small actions matter more than big plans. Short walks, brief stretches, quick bursts of effort, they accumulate. And when your mind feels stuck, movement often unlocks clarity. Learning faster isn't about intelligence. It's about method. One of the fastest ways to learn anything is to teach it. Explaining ideas forces your brain to organize them properly. Waiting until you feel ready is usually the thing holding you back. Reading biographies compresses decades of experience into hours. You learn mistakes you never have to make yourself. And trying to be good at everything is a trap. Strategic incompetence keeps your brain flexible and your ego in check. Constraints aren't enemies. They force creativity. Limited time, limited money, limited resources push you to think better instead of bigger. And knowing when to quit is a skill. Strategic quitting isn't failure. It's making space for something better. Your emotions operate on a hidden timer. The chemical reaction behind anger, fear, or frustration lasts about 90 seconds. After that, staying in the emotion is a choice. You may not control the first wave, but you control the second. Emotional regulation quietly determines success. Intelligence opens doors. Emotional control keeps them open. Vulnerability, when used wisely, builds trust faster than perfection ever could. Avoiding difficult conversations feels safe, but it creates emotional debt. The longer you wait, the more expensive it becomes. Gratitude works the same way. Unexpressed appreciation loses value over time. Money is not about numbers, it's it's about freedom. More income often costs more time. As earnings rise, lifestyles inflate. Bigger homes, longer commutes, more stress. True wealth is time affluence. Your real hourly rate includes everything you sacrifice for your money. Experiences appreciate. Objects usually don't. Living below your means isn't restriction, it's creating margin. And margin creates opportunity. Creativity doesn't arrive fully formed. It flows like water. The first output is usually messy. Bad ideas aren't a sign of failure, they're the price of entry. Constraints fuel creativity, not limit it. Create first. Judge later. Track progress. Growth becomes visible when you document it. Energy is your real currency. Willpower runs out. Smart people design environments that make good choices automatic. Decision fatigue drains life quietly. Protect your energy by eliminating what doesn't matter. Success is never solo. Real social capital comes from genuine relationships built over time, vulnerability, and shared experiences. Communities are gardens. They grow through consistent care, not last-minute effort. Mental models shape how you see the world. Most people collect facts. Wise people collect patterns. Second-order thinking, considering what happens after what happens next, separates reaction from wisdom. Your life doesn't happen to you. It's designed, whether consciously or by default. Planning matters, but testing matters more. Small experiments reveal truths thinking never will. Tiny changes compound into massive results. Measure your life by your own standards, not borrowed ones. Review often. Adjust early. Life isn't about finding more time. It's about making the time you have matter. Time will pass either way. Habits become days. Days become years. Years become your life. Start small. Choose one idea. Test it. Make it yours. The best time to live fully was years ago. The second best time is now.